back to Women's Unscripted.
Welcome.
Today we are discussing friendship. So we took the friends quiz to see which character we are. Rosie, who were you?
Phoebe.
That's so believable. That's Rosie to the T. Smelly cat. Smelly cat. I took the quiz and I'm not gonna lie. First, they gave me Joey. I had to go back. Clearly, I did not answer that correctly. So when I took it again, Monica and Cass, what? You can't what?
Can't relate. Okay. I took it. I got Ross. I don't know who, how, where. What is that?
Cassandra has not ever watched Friends.
I watched an episode, but I don't know. It's interesting, but
it's interesting. I just couldn't continue to watch.
No. I just never tried to keep watching it. So.
Yeah.
So she got homework.
She know.
Maybe I'll check it out this weekend.
Even though we think it's who? Rachel.
Yeah.
I guess.
It makes sense. She's definitely a Rachel. I don't know how she got Ross. That doesn't even make sense a little bit. So today the topic is friendships as stated. So
friendships. Dum.
Oof. How many friends y'all got?
How many of you have them?
What's that now?
What are those? No, I'm joking. I have a good handful of friends. Literally.
Where'd she get that handful from?
Who are friends? Is she still friends?
Where'd she get this handful?
What are you guys? Are we not friends?
Okay.
But it's
just
a handful.
You could say two.
I'm trying to figure out. Here's me, here's Rosie.
That's like a lot of space.
Okay.
Oh,
whatever.
God. All right, so my version, I don't even want to say my version of friends. I do have different groups of friends, I'll say.
Okay, yeah.
I have different groups of friends. So these are my inspirational groups of friends. Not to say that I'm not inspired by my other friends, because I am.
No, that's what she means. I just put it.
This is like
she said it multiple times.
We gonna put action behind what we say.
Okay.
Friends. But I definitely have different groups of friends, different buckets of friends, in which whatever space I'm in,
funny friends.
It kind of sounds rude, like I'm saying
we're not
Taco
funny,
Tuesday.
even though you be cracking up with us. It's cool. We're just motivational.
I did not just limit y'all to that. All of my friendships are limitless. It's just certain areas resonate more.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
It does make sense though.
You didn't even make that believable. Do I need to clarify? Because I feel like I'm getting the eyes.
No, you're good.
No, you're good. I'm just laughing because I'm like, damn, she got friends for real. And I'm sitting here like, hey, friends.
I just feel like you gotta trust friends and stuff. I don't really be trusting me.
That's not a word you can just use
throw
lightly.
out there. I have acquaintances and then I have friends.
I don't even
So
have
what are
those.
What are we?
Y'all friends?
Oh, okay.
Y'all there?
That does not sound believable.
Not
Y'all
all.
friends. I'm sitting here on a podcast with y'all. Y'all friends.
Right.
So
Her friends. She
Friends.
doing this with the hand. I don't know.
y'all friends.
Get a pawpaw. That's what she doing. No, I have other friends. I have outside of these ladies. I have about 4 friends that I'm extremely close to. So I'm gonna consider they're not even friends at this point.
They're
They are family.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them, but I do have different. I have different groups of friends. They bring out different sides of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But let's get into why there aren't so many successful friendships today.
Well, if I must say so myself,
Phoebe.
Phoebe, y'all. For me,
Mhm.
I close people out. I push people away.
I feel like for me it takes one time to
Yeah.
do something that I'm not with, and that's it.
I feel like I don't even give you that one time.
Damn.
I'm
damn.
sorry. If I really don't feel comfortable with you to be myself around immediately, I'm not gonna try to feel comfortable.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, and maybe that's bad and sounds horrible, but I don't, because if you gonna give me the side eye when I'm myself, in just that little 5-10 minutes, we don't need to be friends.
No, I feel you.
So do you feel like that's a gift that you have, that you immediately can determine whether or not you're gonna have a friendship with this person based off your first interaction with them?
Yeah. because it saves me a lot of time wasted with the wrong people.
Okay.
I can respect that.
So it's true. I had one long time friend,
We don't
and
have those.
surprisingly, I'm still shocked to this day that when I still get people asking me, "Where is this girl?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're not friends no more." And it was for like the dumbest thing ever. And I felt like after that, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not. I'm for sure just not
Good.
even
Good
dealing
on
with the whole
friends.
friends situation." And then I met this chick, and we like, boop.
Mm-hmm.
She understood the crazy. I understood her seriousness.
I'm not serious.
But you were. This was Melina trying to be all serious.
Me and Rosanna did hit it off
You did.
fairly quick. As I don't even say that's surprising. No, I just feel like we were set up in a position where people
Yeah.
might have not assumed that we would have gotten
Alone.
close. And then there's Cass.
Me.
I think we just
it just-
broadcast in. I don't even know how that
I don't know. I
happened.
came back from maternity leave and it was like,
She's like, I got some friends.
what's up, y'all? Y'all remember me?
I just had a baby. Y'all my friends. It is what it is.
Don't make me sound all crazy like that.
No, Cass is.
I don't know.
But it just went well. Like
we had
it
conversations,
yeah.
and then we just kept having conversations, and then here
And
we
flow.
go.
I feel
having
like
conversations on.
Yeah, I feel like me and Cass didn't really get to know each other. Like, she just kind of invited me to her baby shower one day, and I showed up, and she was kind of like, "Oh, she showed up,"
And I was like, hey.
and that's just how it was. But I think a lot of friendships are unsuccessful today
Because a lot of people, I feel like they make things competition in a
Ooh,
sense.
okay.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's one of many reasons.
One of
Yeah,
many
go ahead.
reasons, but I've seen a lot of people constantly compete in friendships, and it's just so sickening to see. Like, it's so
Yeah.
irritating.
right.
You don't have to tear someone down to feel good about yourself, and I feel like a lot of females do that to one another. Or what I have witnessed, honestly. Like, or they'll give you like a backhanded compliment. Like, they'll say something good, but then say something bad. As well. Oh, your lipstick looks cute, but
Ooh,
And
like
that's
give and take.
true.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or you look good in that outfit, but your muffin top is, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
it's just, do I look good or not? Yes or no?
As simple as that.
I don't have time for that.
So you feel like it's due to women trying to compete?
Tear other women down. Like, I feel like you can't see someone. A lot of women can't see other successful women and, like, you know, be in
And
the same
position.
position. Yeah.
Or help each other lift each other up. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Definitely.
I agree with that statement because I feel like people have a lot of insecurities that they're not aware that they project into the friendships or the company that they keep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think that they're aware of how noticeable it can be at times. So I get what you say. Like, it is kind of weird that I don't know if it is for men because I'm not a guy who has a bunch of guy
Right.
friends, but for women it is like that. It is on some competition, and even sometimes if it's not a competition, it's like you're not being supportive of someone who you claim
Mhm.
is your friend, which is kind of odd because you would think that because someone on your team is winning, that means you're closer to something. You're with the right people
Right.
if your team is winning.
Okay.
Right. And you would
that's,
think,
you would keep that around.
yeah, no, you would think that, okay, this person knows what something, they know some more of something that I'm not aware of. Maybe I can get more information about it, or maybe I can learn. They can teach me. No, people automatically assume that it's something wrong, or like, I can't explain it. Pick it up, someone.
No, I do get what you're saying though. I'm trying to think of how
do you explain it, right? Like,
Yeah, because like I want to say hanging with you guys now more. I'm more aware of the shit that I do when I'm home.
what do you mean, right?
We had a conversation. I'm not sure when was it. It was a while back. We had a conversation and we were saying how I'm always quick to like. I'm always holding like my anger in, or if he did something to me, and I'm like, I'll harbor it all in, and then that one day you didn't do something, I like burst
Okay.
and lose my shit, and I'm starting to like communicate that better now before I like lose my mind. So I feel like having those friends, I don't know. Now I'm confused.
No, now you just confused me.
confused.
I was trying to pick up what you were putting down, but
Because I'm thinking about like a thousand things.
I think you mean like friends who can tell you the truth, friends who can be there, friends who can tell you about yourself without it being,
or making you aware of things that you're doing and you're like literally grasping that and are able to implement that into your life.
right. Okay,
So
I get
helping, literally helping you do better or be a little better.
or be a little more aware, self-aware, and that's okay.
And those
People
are
wanna
good friends to have around.
Right. Like I read this quote that said, "Friend, you should, as a friend, you should be able to tell your friends." Does that make sense? As a friend, or you should have friends who can tell you about yourself, and you not feel some type of way about it.
Right.
And I feel like I agree. Like
That's true.
if someone's giving me constructive or criticism, it should be taken as constructive rather than, oh, they're just talking shit about me, or oh, like,
Yeah.
you know what I
instead
mean?
of defense. Yeah, getting all defensive.
Right.
Which we're all guilty of being defensive at times, but that's definitely.
That's just me.
It's a lot when it comes to friends. The loyalty,
Oh, that's for certain. I mean, I've had
the respect.
friendships where I thought we were, and then next thing you know, my business is everywhere, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's where we're
Do
at.
you see?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, because I feel like even though a friendship is a friendship, in the same sense, it does have boundaries the same way you would in your relationship. And I don't like the friendships where, and I don't think in a friendship you should have to be like, girl, I'm telling you this, even though we're all friends, I'm telling you this, and I should have to tell you that this conversation stays here and without it being repeated, because I feel like my story is my story to tell.
Exactly.
And if you share something with me, I might assume, or I could assume that Rosanna knows as well, but she very well might not. So I'm not speaking on that, because that's if you wanted to share that, or I don't know
that's
what
for
part
you
she
to tell,
told.
right?
So that's,
and not even just that, but I've had where people who I don't even know or don't even hang with, people I'm not cool with, people I've never like. There's no reason you should know my business if I've never kicked it with you ever.
That is.
and they were able to like repeat it back to you to a T.
To a T, and I know that it's because of this one person, if that makes sense.
So what happened with that friendship?
It's something like that shit
Dead
has
and
failed.
gone.
Really?
Dead and gone.
I never had that problem with that one friend. That's why I was so shocked that we literally parted ways the way that we did. It was more so, I'm just gonna say if we don't talk anymore anyway, but her baby daddy was being such a little petty girl and was making shit up, like just making stories up, and they got back to her, and I feel like questioning sometimes that friendship, because I felt like we were close enough to where you would pick up that phone and be like, why this person just said such and such. That was a conversation was never held. Like literally, like she went her way, I was stuck on stupid, and then a couple months later you hit me up like, well, I stopped talking to you because such and such.
Yeah, you should be a grown adult and vocalize what's going on.
Yeah, and I feel like because that conversation wasn't held when it should have been held, made me question everything. And yeah, now we can't be friends, or it's gonna be weird. We tried it for like a couple months or something like that, and it was too weird. Because it's like, how can you go back now if you really distrusted me at one point?
And not just that, you showed your true colors. Like at that point, I know what you're about. It's a done deal for me.
But it's weird because she really is not that type of person. When I'm telling you, like,
well, obviously she is
so
that type of
weird
person.
to think that what he said or didn't say really influenced her.
What she thought
about our
you.
friendship.
Yeah,
it was so weird.
So do you all find yourself like, all right, I want to word this right. In your friendships, do you kind of just like go with the flow, and then, you know, like how we described our friendships, like it kind of just one day happened. So we never really set the tone of what a friend means to us individually.
Yeah.
Do you normally do that in a friendship, or it just kind of happens?
I feel like
for me, it just happens. Yeah, for me it just happens. But all I know is that when I'm friends with someone, like I'm kind of a distant friend. I'm really known for that. Like I'm your friend. I'm down for you. You call me, I'm there. But I'm usually like just to myself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Even though I don't let her be.
Yeah, but we all know that, Rose. But yeah, once you're my friend, I'm down. Like that's it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like there needs to be anything established because I feel like that person should have the same energy, reciprocate the same. But I guess that's what's wrong with me is that I expect that back right away because I'm giving it.
Right, I get that. Now, the reason why I ask is because I've never like set a tone in friendships. Either those friendships kind of just happen for me. So if something goes left, depending on like how big or what the scenario is, I can give you the benefit of the doubt because, all right, you didn't know that, we didn't know that about each other, or we didn't know this line shouldn't be crossed, or this is how we should handle it. But if it's something that's repeated and it's a pattern, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a no for me once we do have that conversation.
Yeah, because not everybody has common sense, so. But it's like, how do you have the
But it's
conversation? Like, is there a conversation that you have with someone?
I just feel like that common sense is just common sense. Like, you should know how to treat a person. You should know what should be said and what shouldn't be said. So for me, when people were like, "Oh, that's just who I am," like, what do you mean?
That's
like,
not...
how do you sit here and I don't know. It's weird to me. That's just shit I can't get down with. Like that whole repeating what. No.
That's my thing. You shouldn't even have to tell me not to repeat.
That's the thing. I'm not going to tell you that because I figured you should register that. Like,
I agree with that.
Claiming to be best friends and up and down together and sisters and come on now. And if you feel like there is anything that you need to address with me, you should be addressing with me solely, not everybody and their moms. Like, no.
Yeah. Right. So I guess the kind of person that I am and what I would want out of a friendship is somebody that is understanding that I am also, as Cassandra said, a distant friend. Like, I will definitely be there whenever you need me, but for the most part, I tend to stay to myself, and I appreciate the friends that
are accepting of that.
Yeah, that can respect that, and they don't make it about themselves, and they don't take that personally. But ultimately, I think that when you have a conversation with friends, especially if it's something personal that they're going through, that conversation just kind of stays there. And if that person decides to bring that conversation up at a later time, it's their place to do so. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Because I don't like when, if I was to share with y'all something that's bothering me, and I shared it, and I feel like that conversation should stay there, I don't want to come back the next day and be asked about it because I'm no longer in that space. And that's why we're in some friendships or some past friendships that I had, it's an issue for me because you ever find yourself like going through something and then somebody like you got past it and they bring it up and now it's just like you're keeping me in this space when I'm trying to move past it. So I, in some ways, I've learned not to speak on certain things, which isn't always the best, but that's what I've learned based off relationships that I had in the past. But I think friendships should be taken more seriously. Sisterhood should be taken more seriously. Women should be empowering women regardless.
No, I agree 100%. Especially the whole sense of like you said, uplifting and just supporting. Like I find that people just do not support you, especially when you're doing something new.
And
what is that?
Good.
Like it's so easy for people to repost BS. It's so easy for people to post gossip. It's so easy for people to focus so much on the negative. Yet someone in their friend group or someone in even their family or just anyone that they're close to will be doing something amazing, and the lack of support they get is ridiculous to me.
The lack of support, and then we kind of, being human like we are, kind of sometimes self-reflect like, damn, is what I'm doing so unachievable that people just don't believe that I can make this happen, and they're too embarrassed to support it because they don't believe in the vision.
Right.
So it kind of discourages you, but at the same time, once you're discouraged and you stop doing what you're doing, they will be the same people asking questions like, why'd you stop? Like, why are you upset? Keep going. Like, they give the support
after.
Yeah. When
it's not needed at the moment. Yeah, I agree.
Even now with what we're doing, I feel like the people that have shared any of my posts or anything have been people that I've barely spoken to in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
But if you count the people that I'm constantly communicating and sharing stupid memes with on Facebook, Instagram,
Nothing.
not one person. What's crazy when your own freaking family got the balls to ask you about it outside of it. But okay, you seen it, but I didn't see you hit like, you didn't share it, nothing. But you're questioning like, oh, what is it about? What are you guys doing? What? ¿Y qué te cuesta? Like, go press play.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2
Like,
seconds
actually
out your
tune
day.
in, actually,
And
you know. And it's not just about us, because I've seen it. I've
yeah,
seen people
but
start their business and get nowhere because no one's supporting. Like, all it takes is a reshare. It can be completely free. I get so tight when I'm talking about this.
no, seriously.
Because I
It's like this.
a simple share, repost, freaking just sending it to your friend group. Like, just sending it around can do so much for one's business. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to know, and I guess because we're not those people, we don't know why people don't do that. Because
Yeah.
anytime like I see a small business or maybe somebody I went to school
Mhm.
with, like they post their page because they're doing this for themselves.
Right.
Whether it's something I'm going to utilize, a product that I will or will not buy, I'm still going to support it.
Yeah.
I'm still going to follow the page if that's what you're asking to do, because that's a click of a button. And like we said, people do it every day for
For
people
the
follow
numbers.
the shade room.
Okay.
People follow the shade room because you'd rather see like people fall than
someone succeed.
it's the same click of a button, but that's a problem for people. Or I've noticed that people unfollow. So that's I don't know, is that worse?
I think that's worse.
Is that
what are you
worse?
unfollowing for? Like,
What? Yeah.
I'm starting to think to me that's worse, especially if it's something
It's weird.
you're promoting or trying to promote something positive, and if you initially follow the page and you don't feel like it's up to the expectations of what you thought it would be, then that's where you as a person who followed the page shares your point of view or gives
Yeah, like,
suggestions, ideas.
hey, maybe try this. Hey, maybe try that. Maybe you guys should do this. Maybe you guys should do that. Here's a topic you guys should
Yeah. At least interact.
interact. How are we gonna know that you don't like our content if you don't interact? Or how would someone know that you don't like the kind of haircuts they're doing if you don't interact? You just I think
Wait, that one you cannot.
I just seen like somebody just up.
no, just be like, hey, I think that you should
Wow.
maybe, do this instead of that, and you're helping them grow.
Yeah, but they don't do that either.
But you'd rather unfollow and just that's crazy to me.
I think is selfish the word that I should be using?
It's selfish because if you were put in that situation, if that person was put in a situation where they're going hard for something, they're gonna talk mad shit on their story. So
That's true.
I've seen it happen.
I don't know. I try to share as much as I can with just random pages, random successful pages, not like the shade room.
Right. Like that's the type of stuff that I follow too. It's like motivational, like women empowerment, like not even just women empowerment pages that I'm limited to, like anything that's going to teach me something, anything that I'm going to learn from.
Meaningful.
That's where I find myself, and I'm not saying that we're teachers out here.
No,
but
not even. It's cool if you wanna, laugh at something real quick. If you
She said if you want to laugh, since we trying to laugh all day.
But if you guys wanna, catch up on the latest gossip, that's all cool. But you gotta be doing something else too. Like you can't just be all up in
about that, and that's it.
Like what are you gaining from that? How is it benefiting you in your life? It's not.
So is that why you guys think that friendships nowadays don't last or
feel like-
aren't taken as serious?
A
Are we
lack
taking
of
it?
support?
Yeah.
A lack of
I
support.
think it has a big part of it, but a lot of it has to do with loyalty.
You think it has to do with loyalty?
Oh yeah.
I say both.
If you're not
lack of
loyal to
support
me,
and
like I said before, if I'm hearing my business all over town, you're not being loyal, we can't be friends. I'm not trusting you. It's the same as a relationship. You're gonna have the same standards and morals that you would have in a relationship.
I really feel like I can't say much. I really have no friends with these two. I mean, I have a couple, but
See, like,
For
make
the
your mind
most
up.
part-
You know what I'm saying?
For the most part, I literally speak to you guys on a daily basis.
Yeah.
At work, but that's it. I can't really relate to it. Sorry,
You know what? I
guys.
have a distant friend. Shout out to Abelis.
Are we giving shout outs?
I'm just saying
Bust
because
out your list, Melina.
no, shout out to Abelis because she, you know, she understands that I go through things. She understands that I'm that distant friend. She's the only one who really like, besides you guys,
Would always
Yeah.
come back.
That she understands, so she'll hit me up like, hey, I just want to know if you're doing good. Okay, yeah, you are. I'm gonna give you your space, like that type of
Okay.
thing, and vice versa.
That's
like,
good.
yeah.
I'm trying to think.
All you other
though.
bitches. Say no.
Oh,
I'm joking, I'm
shit.
joking.
I don't know. That's what I like. Me personally, I would want in a friend somebody who's understanding and supportive of what I got going on, whether it's me trying to obtain things in my personal life or the things that I'm just going through in general. And you don't see that a lot. Like you can see it, it's surface. Like a picture can make it look like shit is wonderful, and it's really not.
It's really not, right?
But behind the scenes, there's a lot of people that, you know, claim to be your friend, and that's what's dangerous.
Yeah.
Claim to be your friend, and
They just want to know the
Absolutely.
latest scoop. They're just trying to know all the gossip.
But you
Right.
know what? I even put in those positions. I know who I can share what with.
No, yeah.
But then it sucks to even
because then
call
I
that
don't want
person
to
your
talk to you.
friend, because exactly, why am I talking to you if I can't even really let you in on what's going on?
Right.
You gotta
Going
tiptoe
Around them.
So yeah, I'm
I
like
don't
that with
know.
you guys. I know for a fact I can tell you guys anything. Yeah, I know I can tell you anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks when it comes to friendships today, but I'm grateful for the ones that I have. But I do
Y'all
see a
real
lot
ones.
of
Phony. Little snakes.
it's real questionable, but
Just cut them off.
That's
like
Rosie's.
Like,
Rosie's
what,
advice.
cut them off.
Rosie knows from the rip. Her first interaction, she says hello based off your response. Oh no,
Yep.
you were not.
If I ain't like that, hello, we ain't friends. Sorry.
She's serious though.
That's serious.
And it's crazy that you're that way because I feel like you're the most understanding.
I try to be.
I feel like out of us, you're the most understanding and like don't take things
So personal.
personally.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Like I be having an attitude, and Rosie just be like,
Okay.
"Put it somewhere, sis. Move it out the
so
way."
here, right? How about in the mornings? It's gonna be a great day. And me.
Every morning
Where?
you wake up, it's
When?
gonna be a great day.
Wake up in the morning,
And
feeling
even if
like
you
P.
stuck
Diddy.
with
That's her every day.
Because even when my morning does not go right when I'm home, when I walk out that door, okay, this is my do-over. I'm
This is
gonna
a
walk
fresh
out
start.
and it's gonna be better. It's just gonna go better. You just gotta keep that mentality
Yeah.
to keep
Well, I'm
it,
glad
keep it afloat.
that you're in the circle because we need that.
I'm glad you guys understand my crazy shit.
I think there's balance here, right?
Mhm.
There is with the
I'm like
videos,
really
for
calm,
sure.
There's
really like
balance.
mellow. Like I don't really. I'm like in between y'all, if that makes sense. Right?
I don't
Melina's
know.
the reason.
No? I feel like you're really, really like mellow, like.
You are, and you're
But-
like the person with reason. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what would Melina do? I don't know. Let me just
Right.
text her. What would you do in this situation?
It's interesting that y'all think that because I think I'm a hothead.
Well, yeah.
Oh, all right, Cass, tell me how you really feel. Go ahead.
No,
I
I
can
feel
see
like
that though.
no,
I see what Cass
you're-
is saying. Yeah.
you're like in between mellow. You're cool, calm,
but
then
you're
you
straight
have
to
that
the point.
right.
You never hold back. You're straight to the point with everything.
You say
If
how you
you're
really
not-
feel.
Exactly. And not in a mean way ever. Like I've never seen you diss someone or say something to someone and it be mean, if that makes sense. Like you can really come at someone in the nice way.
It's funny that y'all say that, right? Because me and Erica, we were talking recently, and she told me like, I don't know how she worded it, but she worded it. This is how she said it. So she said, "My feelings come first." She said, when I talk, my feelings come first.
I can see that.
And then, like, when I immediately thought like she was saying it in a negative sense. Like, what you mean? Like, I feel like I care too much about how people, like, I accommodate people too much, if you ask me. She was like, no, when you talk, and whatever you say, you're not a people pleaser. Like, you're letting them know like where you're coming from.
That's like the perfect description of you.
Yeah.
So I had to let that resonate with me.
You do that with a bit of compassion.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, this is that.
this is that. So it's felt. We feel it, but we know
Where it's coming from.
yeah, where it's coming from.
Oh my God, I am my
Then
mother's
you got
daughter.
Rosie. Always on the go.
I really am always on the go. I do
See,
need
that's
to
why I
calm
say I
down.
fall like in between. Like, it depends on what type of day I'm having. I can be.
Well, not
Better
around
than
me,
Melina.
because y'all can't have those
And
days
then-
around me.
I be having those days.
Right?
I'm
I'm gonna go
trying
behind.
to have those days.
So-
I be having those days.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Friendships
I feel
is
like-
a hard topic to speak on.
Yeah.
I feel like we
Choose
go
them
on
wisely.
a lot.
Don't be peer pressured.
Not even that. If you're not getting, I'm not saying chalk everybody and chalk the whole world, and these people should be exactly who you want them to be when you need them to be it. But
That's what
If-
Rosie's saying.
if you're not,
I'm trying to hold back.
if they're not fulfilled, if you're not being fulfilled there, if you're not growing there, you're not being supported
I was
there,
gonna
then
say
what
that,
is
yeah.
it for you?
That's what
Like,
I'm saying. At that point,
What are
you're
you
wasting
getting?
your time.
Yeah, what are you getting out of the friendship? And also, what are you giving in the friendship? That's
Yeah.
very important.
because we can all get shits and giggles from anywhere. Like, these days, we can laugh,
And go watch the Shade Room.
I can
Anywhere.
just go on YouTube.
but finding like true friendship is finding real friends is like finding real love out here. Okay.
No, really.
Oh,
really,
Does
for
it
real.
really exist?
Is
I
that
don't know.
No, I agree.
But yeah, basically, choose your friends wisely. Let us know
Sure.
what you guys think about why friendships aren't lasting.
For real.
Tune in
'Cause that's
next
all we got.
time. Tune in next time.
What is it?